Welcome guys to this next tutorial of the Python series for the intermediate programmers. So in this tutorial we're going to talk about the args and the kwargs arguments which are used in the functions. So first of all we're going to talk about the args argument. So what basically the args arguments are. So args argument basically are the non-keyword arguments. So by non-keywords I mean that the arguments which does not have any keyword. Like if I say that if I define any key and the value for that, the key would be like this, the key, and if I define any argument then it will be like Siddharth. So like this is the key. So and see the arg arguments they does not contain any key value. They only contains a value. So let's get started with the args argument. So first of all let me define a new function, and in that I'll basically just define my args argument. So now using the args argument, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically multiply the values present given by the users, the whole value. So for that I'll write the operation or the logic for the multiplication. So the logic stands like this, that result, first of all I'll store a default value which is 1 in the result, and then for x in args, and then I'll say that results equals to result into x, and after that I'll just print this result value. Okay, so now I'll just basically call my function which is abc, and I'll give the values which are 1 2 3 and 4. So if I run it, so you can see that I'm getting a value of 24. So this args argument, they can be used basically in many ways. And now guys, why have I used the args argument here? So if I say that if I write the multiplication program just like this, and if I don't use the args argument, and if I say that I define only the values such as let's say p, q, r, and s. So I'm only able to give the 4 arguments here, and now if I call the value, and now if I give the 4 argument value 4, and if I run it, then yes, okay, sorry, it's the args argument it is not defined here for x. So I'll change this whole logic. I'll say that result, and then I'll say in the result column, or let me just do like this, in the result column I'll do p into q into r into s. And now if I run it, and you can see yes, I'm getting the value 24. But now guys, if I give another argument here, let's say I'm giving 5 argument values here, and if I run it, yes, then now it will show me an error, which is a type error, and it will show me that abc function takes 4 positional arguments, because I have defined here only 4 arguments here, and but I'm giving 5 arguments here, 5 arguments value here. So for doing that, basically for overcoming this problem, I'm using the args argument, because args argument basically you can take as many arguments as possible, and you don't have to worry about the limitation or the boundation for the arguments. So and if so, yes, this was my arguments here. So I can give as much values I want here. So basically args argument, basically here they count the number of they does not depend on the number of values here. You can give as much as value as you want. And if I run it again, then okay, sorry, because I haven't defined the args here, then I'll say star and args, and if I run it, then it will show me 720. So that's the use of the args argument. So the args argument basically you can also use with the map function and the lambda and the filter function too. So that's the homework for you guys, that build a program that takes an args argument and it also uses the map and the lambda functions. So, and also please if you know how to do that program, then please comment down in the section. And also if you want to make a new tutorial for that, for the solution, so I'll make, please comment down that also, and I'll make a new tutorial for that solution. So now guys, I'll talk about the quarks argument here. So what does basically the quarks argument do? So the quarks argument basically they allows us to pass the length of the keyword argument, variable length of the keyword argument. So if we use the normal args argument, we can't pass the variable length of the key argument of the key here, but for doing that we need to use the quarks argument. So let me define a new function here. I'll say the function abc, and now I'll just say that let's pass the quarks argument, which goes like this: double star, and let's say data. Okay, or let's say quarks. It's the conventional way. And now, so for checking that quarks argument, I'll pass this this data type, and I'll check whether I'll check what is the data type for the quarks argument. So if I do call this function, and if I give any, this is my key value, this is my key, the value for key is first name, and the name of the key is first name, and the value for that is Satya. And now if I give another key value, which is the, let's say that last name, and if I say the value is something like Raghuvanshi. Okay, so what is this basically? This is a dictionary, and in this dictionary, this first name is the key and the last name is the key, and the value for that is Satyarth and Raghuvanshi respectively. So if I run it, then here you can see that the data type of the argument is class dict. So okay, so this is the dictionary part. And so now guys, let's say that I want to basically print out those key and the values. So I'll say for key comma value in this quarks dot items, and if I run it, if I say that print, and if I say and I use the f string here, and if I say that key is something like this and the value is this, and forget that f string, I'll just use the format one, and I'll say format, and I'll say key comma value, and if I run it, okay, and you can see that data type is this, and the key is first name, the value is Satyarth, and then key is last name, and the value is Raghuvanshi. Okay, so that was the basic of the quarks. So let's move further. And now let's basically call these args and kwargs together. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll basically define the args argument here too, and its then goes like this. Okay, so let me just remove this line, print line, and now let me just say that print, and let me remove this line too also, and now let me just say print, which goes like args is, and I'll do it like this, and I'll say args, and I'll just copy it, and I'll say quarks, and the quarks is like this. So here I have already given a dictionary which will go for the Quarks argument, and for the Args argument, let me just give any other value. Let's say I'm giving the values such as okay, like code, and then initiatives. Okay, so if I run it, and you can see that Args is code and initiatives, and then Quarks is first name, which is Satyarth, and the last name is Raghuvanshi, where first name and last name are the key, and Satyarth and Raghuvanshi are the values. And for the Args here, the Args argument here, the code and the initiatives, they are only values, because the Args only take the non-keyword arguments, and but the Quarks take the keyword arguments. So that's it for the args in the quarks tutorial, guys. So if you like this video, then please do subscribe to this channel, Code Initiatives, and do share this video. Till then, goodbye, take care, meet you in the next tutorial, and keep coding.